Welcome to the Manila Bulletin Daily Rundown, where we bring you the latest stories that matter to Filipinos straight from the heart of the Manila Bulletin newsroom. Here's the quick rundown of today's top stories. Monday, November 11th. Signal number 4 raised as Nika intensifies into a typhoon makes landfall in Aurora. Typhoon Nika, international name Taraji, made landfall in Disalag, Aurora at 8:10 a.m. today, with maximum sustained winds of 130 kilometers per hour and gusts reaching 180 kilometers per hour. After landfall, Pag-asa said Nika will move across mainland Luzon before emerging over the sea, west of Ilocos Sur, by Monday evening. The typhoon is expected to continue its west-northwestward movement over the West Philippine Sea and is projected to exit the Philippine area of responsibility by Tuesday morning or afternoon. House panel cites 4 OVP executives in contempt for snubbing hearings. 4 officials from the Office of the Vice President were cited for contempt by a House panel for failing to attend an inquiry into the alleged misuse of confidential funds by Vice President Sara Duterte. The officials, including Assistant Chief of Staff Lemuel Ortonio and Special Disbursing Officers Gina Acosta and Edward Fajarda, were ordered detained until the committee's final report is submitted, citing their refusal to comply with summons as a violation of House rules. During the previous hearing on November 4th, 9 OVP officials were subpoenaed, but only 4 attended the recent session. China declares baseline claim over Panatag Shoal. China released over the weekend a portrait of Panatag Shoal that included its baseline claim of its territorial sea after the Philippine government passed 2 laws that affirmed its rights over it. China Foreign Ministry said that it released a map that declared the baselines of territorial sea adjacent to Panatag as a natural step by the Chinese government. The move, the ministry said, was done to lawfully strengthen its marine management and is consistent with international law and common practices. Solons call out Duterte for balking at promise to help cops involved in drug cops. Former President Rodrigo Duterte failed to walk the talk when it comes to his oft-repeated promise to protect and assist policemen who get in trouble for their hand in his administration's bloody war on drugs. Deputy Majority Leader Tingog Party List, Representative Jude Acidre and Quad Committee Co-Chairman Santa Rosa City Lone District Representative Dan Fernandez offered this take as House members continued to fire back at the ex-leader. Incidentally, Philippine National Police Chief General Rommel Marbil himself had said that Duterte's commitments to the affected PNP personnel were not carried out. Marcos signs Create More Act. President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos signed the Corporate Recovery and Tax Incentives for Enterprises to Maximize Opportunities for Reinvigorating the Economy, or Create More Act, stressing that it's a decisive step towards a globally competitive and investment-led Philippine economy. Marcos said the signing of the Republic Act No. 12066 was a resounding testament of our commitment to make the Philippines the destination of choice for investments. Peso volatility threatens rate cuts as Philippines eyes growth. With economic growth slowing to its lowest pace since the second quarter of 2023, economists pointed to lower inflation and eased monetary policy as potential catalysts for boosting consumption, although trade barriers and peso volatility could hinder this progress. Admittedly, a continued boost from lower inflation and looser monetary policy should support consumption, stated London-based think tank Capital Economics in its November 7th report. Siobhan Tandon, markets economist at Capital Economics, believes that private consumption in the Philippines has already passed its worst point. However, she doubts this pace of consumption growth is sustainable. Trump on day 1 asserts to begin deportation push, pardon January 6th rioters, and make his criminal cases vanish. Donald Trump has said he wouldn't be a dictator, except for day 1. According to his own statements, he's got a lot to do on that first day in the White House. His list includes starting up the mass deportation of migrants, rolling back Biden administration policies on education, reshaping the federal government by firing potentially thousands of federal employees he believes are secretly working against him, and pardoning people who were arrested for their role in the riot at the Capitol on January 6, 2021. Taylor Swift, BTS's Jimin, Lisa, Les Seraphim. BINI win at 2024 MTV Europe Music Awards. Taylor Swift, K-pop acts BTS's Jimin, Blackpink's Lisa and Les Seraphim, and Filipino girl group BINI triumphed at the 2024 MTV Europe Music Awards from the Co-op Live in Manchester, United Kingdom. Swift won 4 awards: Best Video with Fortnite Feat, Post Malone, Best Artist, Best Live, and Best US Act. Closely following was MTV EMA's newcomer Tyla, who bagged her first ever MTV EMAs for Best Afrobeats, Best R&B, and Best African Act. Stay updated with the latest news. Visit our website at www.mb.com.ph or follow us on social media. Thanks for tuning in to the Manila Bulletin Daily Rundown.